I pray everybody's having a positive, productive start to your day today. If not, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that today. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment and guides our steps as we go throughout this day. That being said, I'm a lot later today than usual. It is 10:22 real time in my area. I mentioned it a little bit yesterday. I don't know why that just completely cut off. I mentioned it yesterday. We have some really, really bad weather headed our way. So I was trying to get everything tended to before I start this. That I'm trying to get the music back on. It literally just cut off. But anyways, so that's the reason why we're getting started late today. But that being said, as soon as I can get this to go through or to pick up or whatever the issue is. All right, I guess we won't have. I'll try again here in a few minutes. There may be something going on with the connection. Anyways, we're going to get started with a morning mantra, and then we'll get into the rest of the cards. It's another humid day in my area. The bad weather is getting closer as we speak. So if you're anywhere on the east side of the United States, especially Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, we're supposed to get hit with some really bad weather today. So shout out to Max Velocity. If he's not already live, he will be live today. He was live majority of the night last night. Yesterday, it was further up north. I'm not sure if this is the same storm system or if it's a different one. But nonetheless, it's coming whether we're ready for it or not. So actually in my area yesterday, they did a test run on the tornado sirens. So, you know, that, I mean, it's a good thing that they're testing them, but that can't be a good sign, you know. So anyways, the fur babies have been fed. I got all my plants taken down off the railing so that they don't get blown away, hopefully. And I don't know exactly, I'm not exactly sure what time it's really supposed to start, but I did notice the wind started picking up a few minutes ago, and the birds have gotten very active. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile, and I suppose a bunch of free money, but I won't get greedy. So smile today. No matter what the world throws at you, which that's every day, not just today, but no matter what the world throws at you, smile. And if you see, I guess that's supposed to be a cat, and then there's like a monster or something behind him. Don't let your demons or the demons of this world steal your joy. You know, try your best to overcome them. And the best thing you can do is turn that frown upside down and smile. And remember, it takes more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile. I've got some Palo Santo burning. We will still light an incense for the chakras, but I've really been trying to keep the air in my apartment purified these last couple days. All right, now we'll get a grief affirmation. I'm actually going to cook for the first time today in a long time. I haven't been cooking here lately, but seeing as it's going to be a stay-at-home kind of day, I figured it would be a good opportunity to cook a good meal. If I don't lose power. I guess I might need to plan on cooking before the storm gets bad. Anyways, let's see if we can get our healing music back up. I'm not really sure why it kept shutting down. But yeah, if you haven't seen Max Velocity, he's here on YouTube. He graduated, I think it was last week, so he is officially a meteorologist. So meteorologist Max Velocity, he's here on YouTube. He'll be doing live coverage of the severe weather today. I take things one day at a time. So yeah, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through, don't get overwhelmed. Don't let what was and what could be distract you from this moment. Take it one day at a time. And it is Friday. I realize for a lot of people, Friday isn't necessarily the weekend. To me, it's just another day. But if you are a Monday through Friday kind of person, try to use this weekend to pamper yourself a little bit. Kind of what we talked about yesterday, self-love, self-care, cleaning your space, decluttering your space is a form of self-care. If you declutter and cleanse your space, you will also declutter and cleanse your energy, which is important, especially if your life requires you to interact with a lot of different people. Whether you realize it or not, we absorb other people's energy, and so it's important to cleanse your energy. Whether it's by taking a good long bath, going swimming, meditation, exercise, however you do it, it's different for everybody. All right, let's get a chakra wisdom. That's way too many. And then we'll light an incense and get into the affirmations for the day. Let's see. I'm not really sure why it keeps dropping. That's still too many. Okay. Actually, let's see if Max is on real quick. I doubt he's live yet, but he might be. He was on really late last night because of the severe weather that was going on up north. No, he's not live yet. Okay, but he said that he will be going live today, so let's try that one. All right, chakra wisdom affirmation. Fourth chakra, heart chakra, radiate warmth and sincerity. So being sincere. I wonder if I'm out of hotspot minutes or something. Usually it tells me. I'm not sure. All right, we're just going to move on. All right, fourth chakra, heart chakra. I believe the fragrance for that incense is jasmine. Indeed it is. Jasmine is a very floral scent. I pulled two out instead of just one. Heart chakra is represented by the color green. The lotus of 12 petals. Let me turn this light up. There we go. It's almost too bright. All right. I am open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others. As I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. What did I start out by saying? I love it when it does that. Thank you, Spirit. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on the future. Just focus on today. What can you enjoy about the day? What kind of work and effort can you put into this day? We can't change the past. We can't predict the future. So the best thing we can do with our energy is just prepare for today. Okay. A smile, look at that. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. Going right back to our mantra, my greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. I nurture and respect my relationships. Not only your relationships with other people, but your relationship with yourself. That's nice to see that many confirmations already early in the read. So smile today. It's still a little warm. Sorry for the slurping. Take things one day at a time. Don't let yourself get stressed and overwhelmed by things that we ultimately have no control over. Going back to kind of what we talked about yesterday, you know, the illusion that we have that we actually have control over what happens in the world around us. We really don't. I mean, in reality, this is a simulation anyways. It's a test. It's a learning experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. It's all about learning, not only about ourselves, but about the process. Sharing the knowledge that you have with others. All right, now we'll get a wild offering oracle. Going back to the heart chakra affirmation, I'm open to sharing, accepting, and communicating with others. Sharing your knowledge, sharing your love. We actually got 2, relationship and change. Wow. Embracing change, embracing the relationships that we have, once again, not only with ourselves, but with other people. Knowing that we can share knowledge with others, but they can also share their knowledge with us, which can create change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is the one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into the one who can take it. Confirmation again. Don't worry yourself with the future. You know, yes, it's good to have a plan. It's good to have an idea. It's good to kind of try to see where things are going, but don't try to predict the future because things, as we all know, things can change in seconds. All right, in relationship, I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Excuse me. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Kind of going back to what we talked about yesterday, our relationship with the divine, with the spirit realm. Knowing that that relationship always exists, whether we embrace it or not. Okay, now we will get a Namaste Stress Less card. Yesterday, we got Observe Your World. Oh. Being aware of everything that's around you, all the little things that a lot of times we don't even notice. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others and uplifting ourselves. Sharing our love and our kindness with others really does help us to love and encourage ourselves. And in reality, if you can't love and encourage yourself, you're not going to be able to give that to others. Vice versa. All right. Namaste, stress less. Stress less and smile more. Remember the things you are good at. Make a list of all the things that you are good at. If you need help, we just got this recently. If you need help, ask people close to you what they feel your best characteristics are. Ask people what talents they believe you to possess. Self-love affirmations. We just got that one too. As your list comes to a close, be amazed and grateful for all the things you have become proficient in. Wow. I went right to the floor. The power of touch. A lot of repeats. All of these we have seen. Practice gratitude. All right, so remember the things that you're good at. Being grateful helps our body react in a positive way. All of a sudden, we can feel an overwhelming sense of abundance when we remember to be grateful for the things we have or are good at. This will help vanquish any feelings of stress. So, embracing the things that you're good at. Encouraging others to do the same. All right, now we'll pull from the Affirmators deck. Self-help without all the self-helpiness. Yesterday, we got divine timing and magic. Take things one day at a time, especially if you have a lot of changes going on in your life. Embracing those changes. Learning from those changes. Not being afraid to ask questions. Good things to come, and don't take it personally. There are so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under the wrapping paper. But they will show up when the time is right, and that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. So kind of lining up with the change card that we saw already. Not trying to predict the future, embracing change, embracing surprises. Kind of going back to what we talked about yesterday. Embracing the unknown instead of being afraid of the unknown, embracing it. And then we got don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. All right, so kind of going back to what we started out with, a smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. Don't let others' negative energy affect your energy. Be good to other people, even if other people aren't good to you. All right, and then we'll go ahead and pull our state card and have our educational moment for the day. Yesterday, we got Missouri. And we learned that the first ice cream cone was made at the World's Fair, I think it was 1904 in Missouri. All right. Educational moment for the day. Utah wanted to flip over. Michigan flipped over. We want one to pop out, though. That's That's 3. North Dakota, Montana, and West Virginia. We're not going to take those because we're not going to read 3. We just want 1. Florida flipped over. Colorado. That's still too many. Can we have this one, please? Look at that. Missouri came back out. And then we got Tennessee. All right, we'll go with Tennessee because that's where I'm at. Let's learn something about my home state today. All right, the capital of Tennessee is Nashville. Its nickname is the Volunteer State. It became a state June 1st of 1967. The state bird is the mockingbird. The state flower is the iris. Quick fact, Davy Crockett, famous frontiersman and statesman, was born in Tennessee in 1786. So he was born here before it was even officially a state. I love the fact that it's purple. Purple is my favorite color. All right. Now we will get, let's see, where will we go from here? We'll get an Angels of Abundance card. Yesterday we got Declutter and Visualize Abundance in All Forms. The Visualize Abundance in All Forms, we had gotten that the day before yesterday, so it was a repeat. So, my greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. Smiling through the pain, pushing through the pain. Sometimes smiling at somebody else can make their day better. Not only make your day better, but make their day better. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. So just being kind, not only to yourself, but to other people. Don't take it personally when, other people are not kind to you. That usually means, that they're just letting their personal life affect how they treat other people. We all go through that. Take it one day at a time. Embrace change. Embrace the unexpected relationships that come into your life. Radiate warmth and serenity. Be sincere with yourself and with others. Wow. Hold on. Block out distractions. Oh, that being said, I meant to mention it at the beginning and I forgot. I saw a blue bird this morning. It landed, I was sitting on my bed and looking out my bedroom window, and a bluebird landed on the hood of my truck. It moved so fast that I wasn't able to get a picture of it, but it was there. All right, on the bottom of the deck, we've got Dreams of Abundance. On the top of the deck, we have Attracting, Not Chasing. It was 23:33 when I looked at the timer. All right, block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So emoting distractions, that kind of goes back to what we talked about yesterday, decluttering our space. A disorganized, cluttered space can be a distraction. A lot of people can't focus when they're surrounded by chaos, right? Whether it's chaos in your environment or chaos in your mind. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. We talked about that earlier in the week, you know, about keeping a journal or, you know, just keeping track of your ideas. When earlier in the week, we saw the unlimited ideas card with this same deck. So, you know, don't try to remember them all. Don't try to keep them all in your head. Write them down. Also, remember not to share those ideas with other people. You know, keep quiet about them, keep them to yourself. And then we got attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. We've talked about that a lot this week, being aware of the energy that you put out, because what you put out is what comes to you. You know, being aware of other people's energy so that their energy doesn't contaminate yours. Kind of going back to what we talked about yesterday and already this morning. Cleansing your space, being aware of the energy that other people have so that a lot of people will project their energy onto you. And it's important to remember not to absorb that energy as your own. If you're not used to it, if you're not familiar with what your energy is, you're not going to know, you're not going to understand when you start feeling certain ways that it's not really your energy. I used to talk about it a lot, how important it is to spend time alone so that you can understand what your true energy feels like. That way, when either somebody is projecting their energy onto you or you're just absorbing their energy because you're in their presence, you'll know it and you'll be aware of it. If you're very empathic, if you're very sympathetic, if you just have that energy, a lot of times we can't help that. But that's why it's so important to be aware so that when you need to, you can cleanse your energy. Whether, like I said earlier, whether that's with exercise, meditation, prayer, a spiritual bath, going swimming, going out in nature. There's all kinds of different ways that you can cleanse your own energy. But if you don't know what your own energy feels like, you're not going to know when you're absorbing somebody else's. All right, we'll go ahead and get a crystal mineral card. And I don't know, I guess maybe my hotspot might be out. That's the only reason I can figure. But usually it gives me a notification when that happens. Because it says it's connected. Tap the network to connect. It says we are connected. Excellent signal strength. So I'm not really sure why it keeps shutting down, why it won't play the... Because I want to be able to use it to look up the mineral.
This is your final warning. The Gov owes you $5,800, but if you don't claim it, it's gone forever.
Garbage.
If you're struggling with bill...
Garbage. I can't believe people actually fall for that stuff. Adventuring. It's the first time we've seen that one. Beautiful stone. Luck, prosperity, and fulfillment. Tiny specks of mica and other minerals cause adventuring to glitter. This sparkle is called adventurescence. There you go. Beautiful stone. Color green, lining up with the heart chakra, which is the affirmation, the chakra wisdom affirmation that we got for the day. Luck, prosperity, and fulfillment. All right, it's decided to work now, so now we'll look it up. Adventuring. though there isn't a D in the word adventuring, it makes wearers think adventure, think optimism, think bountiful, think practical enthusiasm. This stone is believed to be a positive stone of prosperity, diffusing negative emotions, reinforcing leadership, promoting compassion, and encouraging perseverance. So, going back to the heart chakra affirmation that we already read, promoting compassion, having compassion for others, understanding that, you know, if they're not necessarily being kind to you, 99.9% of the time, it really doesn't have anything to do with you. You know, a lot of people don't really know how to deal with stress. They don't know. They've never learned how to not let what's going on in their personal life affect how they treat other people. I nurture and respect my relationships. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. My greatest weapon against a bad day is a smile. All right. Now we'll go ahead and get angel numbers and celestial insights. Yesterday we got 77 as our angel number, awakening. Don't stop dreaming just because whatever you're dreaming or wishing for hasn't materialized yet. Don't chase after your dreams, attract them. Be aware of the energy you're putting out so that you're not pushing your blessings away. Don't take it personally. If changes aren't happening exactly when you think that they should or exactly when you want them to, don't take it personally. Block out the distractions and walk around with a smile on your face. Put that good energy out so that it can come back to you. Good things, we do have good things to come. So changes are coming. Good changes are coming. Stay calm and smile. Lead with your heart. Listen to your heart. Home is where the heart is. I don't know why I'm hearing that. 504. One day at a time. Shut up. Look, our grief affirmation says, I take things one day at a time. Our angel number says, one day at a time. Don't stress, don't fret. You know, just take it one day at a time. That's amazing. 3232 on the bottom of the deck, take charge. 3344 on the timer when I looked. 2222 on the top of the deck. Stick to it. One day at a time, take charge and stick to it. 504, 2222, and 3232. That's amazing. One day at a time. I take things one day at a time. Patience, present, progress, focus, daily effort, future, and mindfulness. The effort you put in today is what will illuminate your future. Focus on doing the right things today and don't worry about what will happen tomorrow. Your daily efforts are building the foundation for tomorrow's success. What steps can I take today to progress towards my goals? And how can I stay focused on the present? That's how we started this whole thing out before I even pulled any cards. I said, don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about tomorrow. What can you do today? Sometimes the best thing you can do today is take some time for yourself to declutter, to regroup, to embrace how far you've come, and to remember the things that you're good at that will push you forward. Identify one key task or action you can take today that will move you closer to your goals. Concentrate on completing this task and trust that each step you take is building your path forward. Sorry, that I thought there was somebody here, but it's at the neighbor's house. Remembering what you're good at, focusing on what you're good at, embracing change, taking one day at a time. All right, now we'll get a celestial insights. Yesterday we got true love, surrender, and yes. We have clarity on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Oh, that's the air conditioner kicking on. All right, celestial insights. Attract, don't chase. My greatest weapon against a bad day is a smile. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. You know, in my experience, when you go out of your way to help somebody else have a good day, it helps you have a better day. Just that energy, just that frame of mind, it's contagious. You really can turn somebody's day around just by giving them a smile, giving them a compliment, you know, maybe encouraging them through a bad day. Don't take it personally. When somebody's having a bad day, instead of taking it personally, ooh, I'm choking up a little bit. Instead of taking it personally and holding it against them, flip the script and try to encourage them, or try to give them some advice, or try to help them have a better day. Don't get offended. Don't get all bent out of shape. Don't get an attitude. Try to help turn their day around. Because when we have bad days, sometimes we need that too. And so when you put that out, when you're having a bad day, there'll be somebody there to help turn your day around too. Don't forget that. We all have bad days. We all need somebody to come and say, you know, hey, I really like the way you did your hair today. Or, hey, did you wash your car? Because it sure is shining today. The smallest compliments, the smallest acts of kindness can go so far. I say it every day. And so many people forget. Sometimes we're the ones that need that kindness. So when you share kindness with others, it will come back to you. Just remember that. We have a sturdy wanted to flip over. Wow, we usually value indication. That's the first one that flew out. And then we got boundary. We also got let go love and allure cherish. We saw those not too long ago. Clarity still on the bottom of the deck, and time. Value indication. Your inner value is greater than you realize. Man, so many confirmations today. I'm loving it. That goes back to our Namaste card. Remember the things that you're good at. Perhaps you've been questioning your worth lately. Focus on affirming your unique qualities daily, and you'll become more confident in your value. Remember what you're good at. Like for me, you know, a lot of times the things that we're good at are things that we went without when we were growing up. So, like for me, I'm really good at making people feel good about themselves, but I struggle to feel good about myself. But the more I put that energy out to other people, the more I'm able to see what I'm really good at. I'm good at comforting people, I'm good at nurturing people, because that's something that I didn't really get a lot when I was growing up. And so I know how important it is to have that in your life. And I don't want other people to have to go without that. Okay. Woo. We also got boundary. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial for your well-being. Do you feel overwhelmed by others? Clearly define your limits to protect your emotional and mental space. So that goes back to what we talked about earlier about, not absorbing other people's energy, having boundaries, and kind of going back to our morning affirmation. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing, without enabling. There's a fine line between helping somebody and enabling somebody. And sometimes that fine line is an established boundary. What do we call like a property line? It's a boundary. So establishing those boundaries, 41:44 when I looked at the timer. And then we have let go love. Letting go of past love opens the door to new possibilities. Are you holding on to an old relationship? Release it, and you'll find peace and the potential for new love. So whether that's an actual relationship, whether that's a lover's relationship, a friendship, any kind of relationship, even if you're not holding on to the relationship itself, you may be holding on to maybe the pain that relationship brought. It's important to be able to release that pain, to be able to overcome it, so that we can embrace and accept new love and new relationships into our life. Allure and cherish. Cherish the beauty that attracts you. Have you been too busy to appreciate the good things around you? Take time to enjoy and value the moments and people that bring you joy. What brings you joy? Who brings you joy? Are you struggling to feel joy? My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. Smiling through the pain. Smiling knowing that good things are coming. This too shall pass. Embracing change. Attracting, not chasing. Block out distractions. I take things one day at a time. That's confirmed many, many times out here this morning. All right, now we will get we'll go with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Yesterday we got mysticism. Remembering what you're good at. We've talked about it several times in the last week or so. Journaling, writing things down. We also talked about, looking for new ways to express your creativity. And of course, as always, showing gratitude to our angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the Most High, people around us. Let's see if I can remove this. When your profile name is fake, what else do you need to see? 44 or 41 when I looked at the timer. So valuing yourself. Valuing the things that you're good at. Embracing your dreams of abundance. Embracing what makes you happy. Embracing what you're good at. Gratitude. What did I just say? What did I just say? Confusion on the bottom of the deck. Discovery on the top of the deck. Gratitude. Having the attitude of gratitude will help put a smile on your face. We've gotten this before, of course. Gratitude is something that always comes up in my videos. It's so important. All right, gratitude. Lucy from Indigo. I am so glad you are in my life. So once again, talking about the relationships, being grateful for the relationships that you have in your life. If they aren't good relationships, setting boundaries and blocking out the distractions of non-productive relationships. The legend. Lucy's best friend writes a letter to Lucy's unborn child. She does this so that one day the child will understand how extraordinary her mother is. Lucy is a friend from Indigo, someone who always supports, never judges, always sees the good side, whatever the circumstances, and uplifts all those around her. In the letter, her gratitude for Lucy shines through. Inspiration. Gratitude raises our vibration to a higher level. If you are unhappy in any relationship, Lucy reminds you that it is always in your power to change it. There is no mystery to being a good person. Good people just do good things. Personal inquiry. Who is the person I admire most and why? How can I live at that level? Key ideas. Friendship, deep love, pregnancy, nurturing, unconditional love towards self and others. Key words, appreciation, recognition, and esteem. So going back to remembering the things that you're good at, going back to the radiate warmth and sincerity. I'm open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. So being grateful for good friendships, embracing good friendships, giving to those friendships. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. All right, now we'll get a Wandering Heart Oracle. Yesterday, we got neglect. Take it one day at a time. One day at a time. Embracing change. Letting go of relationships that don't serve your highest good. Letting go of people that don't respect your boundaries. Letting go of people that don't value you. Letting go of people, places, things that don't bring value to your life. Don't take it personally. When people take their bad day out on you, don't take it personally. Flip the script and try to turn their day around. Try to help them have a better day. A better day. No, don't make their day more. Don't make it worse than it already is. Try to help them have a better day. All right. If you have a spouse, a significant other, showing gratitude for that relationship. A lot of times we get so caught up in day-to-day life that we forget to be grateful for that person that's always there, helping us every day, loving us through the pain, loving us through the chaos. So showing gratitude for those relationships. Look at that. Neglect came back out. Then we got redemption and reclaim your power. We're not going to read the neglect, but it's very interesting that that came back out. Don't neglect yourself on behalf of other people. Neglecting yourself for other people is never a good thing. And anybody, no matter what the relationship is, that will allow you to neglect yourself in order to benefit them, that's a boundary that you need to set. That's a relationship that you need to cut off. Don't take it personally. Just let it go. All right, we got 27 and 28. Look at that. Redemption and reclaim your power. Remember the things you're good at. Wow, very interesting. 27, redemption, opportunity, and independence. You've come a long way. Persevere. It's all lining up. Abundance is your birthright. The sooner you align, the sooner you receive what is yours. Everyone plays life differently. Some logically, some spontaneously, some are guided by emotion. But when you're delusional enough to believe it, you just might get it. The harder you fight and the more you speak up for yourself, the easier all the right doors will begin to open. In the end, you find yourself in the exact position you deserve to be in the exact setting you dreamed about. You are jaded. There's no question. But soon enough, you'll prove yourself and everyone else wrong. You'll arrive and appreciate what it took to get here. The old games don't excite you anymore. Regret isn't your main concern lately. You grow out of the what ifs because you have no other choice but to move on and be better than before. You shield yourself for your own sanity. You understand why you need to isolate. You're ready to step into the shoes of the highest version of yourself. So kind of going back to what we talked about earlier about your energy, being aware of your energy, being aware of other people's energy, and knowing that sometimes you do have to draw yourself out, isolate yourself. All right, that was number 27, and then we got number 28, which is redemption. That was redemption that we just read. Reclaim your power. Advocate for what's rightfully yours. Daringness and honor. You are who you think you are. You don't have to shrink yourself for the contentment of anyone. Show your face, be the truth, confirmation, and reimagine. You are stepping into your true light. You are honoring your gifts, and you are no longer accommodating the bare minimum. Out with the old ways of living, in with the new. What excited you once no longer does. There are endings and there are beginnings. You embrace both. Wow. We got change already with our Wild Offering Oracle. So embracing change, not being afraid of change, understanding that, sometimes we have to let people go. People, places, things, environments, situations. Sometimes we have to let go or just set strong boundaries so that we can show not only ourselves, but the people around us, that we value ourselves, that we remember the things that we're good at, that we're blocking out distractions, that we're dreaming of abundance, that we're attracting and not chasing, right? We're grateful for where we've been. We're grateful for what we've come through. We're walking around with a smile on our face despite all the pain that we felt. And we're taking it one day at a time, embracing change, embracing the relationships that are here for our highest good, not the ones that are going to hold us back. Embracing adventure, knowing that luck, prosperity, and fulfillment are on the way. Good things are coming. Good things come to those who wait. All right. Now we will get, excuse me, an Animal Allies card. 55 on the timer when I looked. Yesterday we got Robin and Ostrich. So taking one day at a time, walking around with a smile on your face, trying to offer that love, care, support, encouragement to others around us, having the attitude of gratitude, remembering the things that you're good at, embracing change, embracing the relationships that are there for our highest good, and letting go of the ones that aren't. Letting go of the baggage, letting go of the pain that is holding us back from our true potential. We all struggle with that from time to time. You know, maybe not all the time, but from time to time. It's part of it's human nature. Don't take it personally when somebody takes their bad day out on you. Instead of getting offended, open up to them and try to help them have a better day. Offer love, care, and understanding. Radiate warmth. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. Having the attitude of gratitude, being grateful for, the lessons that we've learned. Being grateful for how far we've come. Being grateful for the people that have come into our lives and either taught us lessons or taught us how to love ourselves better. A puffin and a bluebird. Look at that. What did I say? I saw a bluebird this morning, or blue jay. There is a difference. I looked it up, but now that I'm talking about it, I can't remember what the difference is. I think I saw a blue jay, but nonetheless, that's pretty close. I don't even know if the blue jay is in here. I don't think it is. I think just the blue bird. We do have blue jay. Being a jack of all trades, resourcefulness, adaptability, keen intuition, making your voice heard, devotion, loyalty, solving problems in unexpected ways. We got rooster on the bottom of the deck, cockatoo on the top. So not exactly the same. I saw a blue jay this morning and we got bluebird and puffin. I think these birds are so cute, the little puffins. All right. Bluebird. It hasn't been that long since we got this card. We got it recently. Bluebird superpowers. Whimsical, bringer of happiness, harmony, positivity, renewal, inspiring others, connection to higher self, and tranquility. I just love how it always lines up. Like, I don't have to make it up. It's great on its own. Bluebird wisdom. Hope is eternal. It never gives up on you. Call on Bluebird when you need motivation to continue anything that feels daunting to you in the moment. When Bluebird appears, trust that a second wind is on the way. Happiness is seeking you out. Where can you cultivate more positive emotions and experiences? Bluebird wants you to know life can be joyful. You are joy personified, or you can be, if you're willing to tap into the resources within. If you want to receive more joy, try giving more joy and watch it come back to you. Bam. Whatever. Hello, Fluffy Pink. Happy, is it Friday? Yes. Happy Friday. That's not really what I do here. But today we're really focusing on reclaiming our power, redemption. You can kind of go back to the beginning if you want. We're already pretty far into this. We've already been at it an hour. But your greatest weapon against a bad day is your smile. Radiate warmth and serenity. And that very much lines up with the Blue Jay card or the Bluebird card. What you put out is what you attract. And we got attracting, not chasing, in our angel effort or our angels of abundance card. All right, and then we got puffin. That's it. We've never gotten that one before, so I'm interested to see what that says. Puffin superpowers. Commitment, strong family bonds, finding humor in tense situations, thoughtfulness, and self-expression. Puffin wisdom. Feeling different isn't something to view as a negative. Personality quirks and uniqueness of character make life fun and spicy. When Puffin appears, strengthen personal connections by showing up as your authentic self. Consider what you need but aren't getting from the people closest to you. Ask yourself how it's possible to meet your own needs. Puffin wants you to know it may be time to level up your self-care game. Confirmation. It may be time to level up your self-care game. If you need to make some micro or major changes, leaning on friends and family for support is a solid first step. So that very much lines up with what we've already said this morning. You know, all week, really, we've gotten a lot of self-care stuff, setting boundaries, letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you, embracing and being grateful for the people, places, and things that do. All right. Now we will get a animal spirit. Yesterday we got fish, stingray, and black egg. I'm going to turn off the air real quick. Hold on. It is 11:28 real time. My feet are getting cold. I did grab my vape while I was up too. All right. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. Radiate warmth and serenity. I'm open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. Embracing the things that you're good at, taking one day at a time, setting boundaries, loving who you are now, and loving yourself for the things that you've gone through. Attracting, not chasing. Don't take it personally. When somebody takes their bad day out on you, don't take it personally. Try to make their day better. Offer some kind words. Offer some encouragement, some support, a compliment, some inspiration, some scripture. You know, share some wisdom with them that they may need. A lot of times, The things that we've gone through in our life and the lessons that we've learned, people come into our lives that need that. They need us to share that wisdom. They need that encouragement. They need that knowledge, that love, that support. This too shall pass. You know, the attitude of gratitude goes a long way. We got moth. Bat on the bottom of the deck. Cosmic egg on the top of the deck. Yesterday we got black egg, and now we're getting cosmic egg. Yesterday we had a lot of water energy. Today we have air energy with moth and bat. Just by looking at the cards, that really embracing change. We did get the change in our Wild Offering Oracle affirmations. All right, moth. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, enthusiastic and whimsical. When out of balance, idealizes others and jittery. To bring into balance, finish a project. All right, and then we got bat. Darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. We got that energy a lot yesterday, the death and rebirth. And we did get let go love in our, why am I not? Celestial insights. All right. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. Wow. It's the theme of the day. Not being in the past, not being in the future, living today, being in the present. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Good things are coming. Having gratitude for what was and being excited and dreaming of what is to come. Luck, prosperity, and fulfillment. Embracing change. Embracing the lessons that we've learned from the trials and tribulations that we've gone through. Understanding that we all have different lessons that we're here to learn. Understanding that the more we can embrace that, the more we can use those lessons to help other people. And in turn, by putting that energy out, it will come back to us. All right, and then we got cosmic egg. Cosmic egg is associated with the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. I'm pretty sure that's what we had yesterday. Completion, harmony, the infinite within, the finite. We got infinite and finite. The Cosmic Egg is the final card in the Journey of the Animal Spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we've traveled alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a reminder for, wait a minute, that's not what it said. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. That goes back to what I said earlier. You know, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We're here to learn. We're here to learn so that we can share that knowledge with other people, to help other people learn, to help other people through their trials and tribulations and on their journey. The cosmic egg and the seventh chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upward toward the crown. Each of the 6 lower chakras play an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. So once again, kind of the way I see that is, you know, strengthening our connection with spirit, and knowing that this is a journey, you know, that Vanilla Sky came up yesterday in our letter cards, and now I'm understanding why. The bitter and the sweet. We will never appreciate the sweet if we don't experience the bitter. Bam. That movie, Vanilla Sky, if you have not seen it, it's an older movie, but if you have not seen it, that is a great movie. Go watch it. Tom Cruise. You can't, and Tom Cruise, and what is that woman's name? I can't think of it right now. She's a blonde. I can't think of who it is right now, but I probably will at some point. Taking the bitter with the sweet. All right. Pa Diarco is what we got yesterday from the Herbology deck. Also known as the Pink Trumpet. Reclaiming your power, remembering what you're good at, walking around with a smile, embracing change, being grateful for the people, places, and things that have come into our lives, letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve us, taking one day at a time, valuing yourself and your skills. All right. Look at that. Rebirth. Card number 50. Shape shifting on the bottom of the deck. Conduit on the top of the deck. I have no idea how to pronounce this. We're going to look it up. Ayahuasca.
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 Ayahuasca. Rebirth.
Why are women everywhere choosing
I hate
Abigail's?
commercials.
The news
Ayahuasca.
talks
Card
about
number 50. Rebirth. Rebirth, mastery, great revelation, discovery of higher self, meeting with the creatrix, divine messenger, gifts from spirit, realization, telepathy, and transcendence. Astrological ruler, Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune. This is an ancient ceremonial brew native to the Amazon, used as a sacred spiritual medicine among many indigenous peoples within South America. The name means soul or spirit of the vine. It is primarily made of 2 key plants, along with other ingredients, which vary depending on the medicine maker. The ancient brew is traditionally prepared for curing ills, divination, and as a diagnostic tool for healing others. It is served by a shaman as sacred songs and dances are performed to honor and invoke the spirits. The brew induces a profound visionary state, igniting supernatural abilities such as vivid communication with ancestors, relationships with interdimensional beings, the ability to see into the future, and more. Amazonian folk healers have used this primarily to rejuvenate the body and soul, as well as to purge the body of accumulated toxicity as a cellular, gastrointestinal, and a psycho-emotional cleanser. Scientific studies show that it may benefit those dealing with depression and PTSD. Shamans connect transdimensionally to the supernatural world, the spirits of nature, and the universe, receiving key information about the universe and specific instructions on how to heal individuals. True shamans are mystics, healers, and divine messengers. They enter portals and fulfill tasks and duties beyond our third dimensional understanding. This plant is regarded as a master plant by shamans and used as a primary medium, along with other herbs and herbal practices that assist in the process of purification and receiving supernatural skills that allow them to channel divine energy. Since this plant is composed of 2 sacred plants, each one archetypically contributes its essence to create this perfected elixir. Neptune is the fertile ground that holds the vision. Pluto is the cathartic experience that broadcasts the visionary state. And the profound wisdom gained is Jupiter's blessing. Guidance. You are mastering the power of awareness when aligning to a higher power. This spirit is here to support your ascension, drawing up ancient wisdom embedded in your DNA and the earth. Allow yourself to be shattered. Wait a minute. Yeah. Allow yourself to be shattered as you travel through this cosmic womb. It catalyzes purification through the cathartic release. The cathartic release of the known, only to reveal undiscovered terrain within your soul. You are one with magnetic brilliance of source, the intelligence that orchestrates the great mystery. Feeling lost in the labyrinth only comes when a loss is intentionality or respect happens. Offer your greatest intentions, sacrifice your needs, enter into the void without expectation, and allow yourself to be consumed by the oceanic consciousness. Remember, dear one, that to heal the world, you must heal yourself. You are the source of love. That very much, okay, I was making sure she wasn't here, the person that was calling me. That very much goes back to everything we've said. Remember, dear one, that to heal the world, you must heal yourself. You are the source of love. Okay, now we'll pull from the Archangel Fire deck, and then we'll get a Mary Magdalene and we'll be done. 1:21:58 when I looked at the timer. Yesterday we got Uriel, card number 6. Loving yourself. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. Embracing your heart chakra, sharing warmth and sincerity with others and with yourself. Knowing that a form of self-love is setting boundaries, remembering the things that you're good at, valuing yourself, taking one day at a time. Dreaming of abundance, attracting, not chasing, blocking out distractions, knowing that good things are coming, being grateful for the changes, the relationships that have come and gone and that are coming towards you. That was quick. Raziel, number 25 of the violet flame. Mystery. Raziel's name means secrets of God. And like the Jewish high priest in his card, he is the angel of the mysteries. Associated with ancient teachings like the Kabbalah, Raziel helps us enhance and deepen our spiritual understanding of esoteric knowledge and practice. Mystical Raziel is strongly associated with the gift of clairvoyance, and he can help your spiritual sight to fully awaken. Very much lining up with our herbology card. Guiding you to see the truth in any given situation. He can teach you to trust your intuition and inner guidance and boost your personal power to allow you to see past any fears or illusions that may be holding you back on your sacred path. Like the Archangel Metatron, Raziel is closely associated with the mystical science of sacred geometry and esoteric symbols. He will often bring you messages in the form of glyphs or sigils, either in your physical sight or in your mind's eye. The most prominent of these is the Tree of Life symbol, which relates to knowledge and our connection to the divine. Raziel is said to be the author of sacred texts known as the Book of Raziel. So you may see the symbol of a book around you or be guided to write when he is around. He brings guidance about the next steps in your own spiritual evolution. His message: be open to magic and mystery. Pay close attention to signs and symbols. If you have drawn this card, you may be experiencing an awakening or a deepening of your gifts. Yesterday, our angel number was 77, awakening, and we also got the magic card yesterday in our affirmations. You channel Raziel's vibration when you embark on a journey of deeper spiritual discovery. You may find you become interested in esoteric concepts and feel drawn to study subjects such as alchemy, tarot, Reiki, quantum physics, and magic, among others. No matter how much you study or how much knowledge you gain, the true spiritual master knows there is no such thing as wisdom without love. Without it, you would be missing the point. The Kabbalistic Tree of Life diagram is a consciousness map linking 10 spheres with 22 pathways, which represent the journey to enlightenment. It is said that one must master each of the lessons contained within these spheres if they are to understand the inner workings of the universe. However, there's also a hidden sphere that cannot be taught. It is the sphere of knowledge, known as Dath, D-A-A-T-H. This is a mystical state where all the spheres and pathways on the tree of life merge. The adept becomes one with existence, transcending duality and knowing themselves divine. The Ark, or Ark of the Covenant, is actually a chemical reaction that occurs in the brain during higher states of consciousness. The Ark of the Covenant, most of the time you hear about that in biblical scripture. Let's see. If I can find it real quick. I'm pretty sure that this is what they're talking about. Where'd it go? This isn't the full diagram, but this is what they're talking about. Let's see if I can find the better picture of it. There's another. That's not the one I was looking for. There we go. That's what it's talking about. This is the Kabbalah. All right. Now we'll pull from the Mary Magdalene and we'll be done. Yesterday from the Mary Magdalene, we got resurrection. The ego dies and the soul rises. Resurrect in this life. And it was speaking about a book. The Archangel card that we got yesterday, he was holding a book. Knowledge is power. All right. Neighbor must have their dog out because I hear him barking, and so does Copper. I love watching him look. I wish you could. Let me see. See him just looking out the window. Let me look real quick. Hold on. Okay. There's somebody at the neighbors. I'm still not used to having neighbors. Copper, don't start. All right, we got the rose. I trust divine timing. Copper. Hey. I knew it was coming. It still scared me. Copper. Hey. Hey. Hush. Stop. You there, friend? Have a good day. I don't know why he pulled up in the neighbor's driveway if he was coming here. He's looking for the guy that used to live here. From what I understand, the guy that used to live here was a drug dealer. And that's why they got evicted. I don't really know. But from the looks of that guy, yeah. All right. I trust divine timing. Sorry for the interruption. My bad. I can't control when people show up. So much of our lives, for so many of us, is focused on what happens outside of us, on what we do or produce. And what we produce or earn or accumulate is then linked to a sense of self-worth, a sense of purpose, and even a sense of status or importance in the world. What we have forgotten is the majesty of what cannot be seen or quantified. We have forgotten about cultivating a capacity to love and to be loved. We have forgotten that tending to the essence of who we are is our most important occupation. We have forgotten that the most powerful contribution we can ever offer is not actually something we can point to outside of us, sell, market, or frame, and put up on the wall for praise. The most powerful contribution we have to offer the world is the love we become. Many of us have a very clear idea of what external accomplishments we want to achieve by a certain point in life. And if we don't live up to those expectations, we judge that we have failed. But we cannot force or contrive the cultivation, the embodiment, and the rise of the soul. This form of soul work happens in kairos, which is the Greek word for the soul's timing, divine timing. We did get divine timing yesterday. Linear time is incredibly useful for an ego to function, which is essential. But linear time has nothing to do with the essence of who we are or what offering we can make to our lives. The rose, a symbol of the divine feminine, represents an inner surrender that cannot be timed according to the ego or any external circumstances. The rose is about remembering that we cannot force ourselves to ripen. We cannot will ourselves to be anything else other than exactly who we are in this moment. If we accept the beauty of where we are right now, we allow the ego to loosen its grasp of linear time. If we remember that an entire universe is perpetually in the process of bloom from within the heart, we can be curious about what might be unfolding for us. We can trust our own divine timing. And we did get the heart chakra card. Soul voice meditation. What can I trust is unfolding in its own divine timing? So, once again, being grateful, taking one day at a time, knowing that it's not our time, it's the universe's time, divine timing. Dreaming, not chasing your dreams, but attracting your dreams. Loving yourself for who you are, valuing yourself for where you've been, where you are now, and being optimistic on where things are going to go. All right, there's a lot of distractions coming in today. I apologize for that. But just remember, be grateful for what you have. The big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it could have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.